They might have not have.
I'm gonna say this: society's dislike or the lack of empathy for black people. If Joe Rogan, they post a video of Joe Rogan saying a bunch of gay slurs, every one of his shows would have been canceled.
Oh, he's off the air.
But because he said a racial slur, he say sorry, and just like everything else with black people, it's a Band-Aid.
Like if a white person says that word, it's racist and toxic, but a black person can use it and it could be a punchline. It could be a term of endearment. It could be lyrics to a rap song. It could be a positive affirmation. It's a very unusual word, but it's not my word to use. I'm well aware of that now. And there's another clip that I have to address. There's a clip from 11 years ago.
Once again, you're on the bench with Bubba Pink, home of sports, music, and mayhem. That was Joe Rogan apologizing. Now, the second thing he was going to apologize for was he made a comment about it was a bad joke that he made about apes, and he was in a black side of town, and he was talking about Planet of the Apes, and was like, you know, damn, it looks like we're in the Planet of the Apes movie. You know what I mean? And yeah, and you know, it was a bad joke. Now, Joe Rogan is somebody I listen to all the time. I was unaware of these various clips. I you know, whatever. It was a while back of these clips that they mushed together, like he said. So I guess I just missed those. But Joe Rogan is the biggest podcaster in the world. He makes the most money. He's the biggest. So that's why he had to come out and do all of this. I mean, Spotify, he pretty much owns. Now, as far as what he's saying, once again, we're talking about the N-word, the use of it in these times now. I want to focus on the part where he's talking about who can say it and why he was using it at the time. And he thought that if he was using it in a certain way or in context, also that certain, you know, demographic can use it, which is, of course, he's talking about black people, and it could be words of endearment, it could be X, it could be Y, it could be Z, but when a white person says it, it's racist and demeaning. And this is the thing, right? So going way back in the day, right, the word was originated, of course, to demean black people and to degrade us, to downgrade us, make sure we wasn't a part of humanity. We weren't human. We were something else. We were the N-word. And so when that such a violent slur, it was utilized for that reason. All right. But black people, as we do with everything else, we took that and made it something else. Until, like he says, it could be anything. It could be a verb. It could be words of endearment. It could be, I use it. And this is the thing. Pink and I, we hang out all the time. We watch games. We hang out. We play ball. We do this. We do that. I'm pretty sure that he's never heard me use that word.
I can vouch for that. That's true.
Yeah. But I use that word probably 1 million times a day. I use it probably 1 million times a day, even the days I'm with Pink, just not with Pink. And Lord knows if I'm watching Ben Simmons on the 76ers, I use it. I use that a FN, a BN, mother effing N, a whole at N. You know what I'm saying? So, but my point to that is, like, we take something that is used in that manner and we flip it to make it something else, to make it fun, to make it this, to make it that, but still only we want to use it, like chitlins. Right? You know, chitlins was given to slaves as, you know, y'all take this slop. Y'all take this slop, y'all eat it. You know what I'm saying? We don't want it. That's the fucking shit of a pig. You know what I mean? Y'all eat this or starve. But nowadays, and especially when I was growing up, chitlins was a fucking gourmet dish. It'll stink up your house, but you put some hot sauce on that thing and you know what I mean? You can't tell you eating that a steak. So, you know what I mean? We take stuff and we flip it and we make it words of endearment. So I think that was what he was missing there and what a lot of people miss.
First of all, I ain't never eaten no chitlins.
But your family do.
Listen, because I was all, this is my thing. Whatever stink tastes nasty.
And it stank your whole house.
But anyways, like, speaking of the N-word, like, this is a very loaded topic.
Sure is.
I'm gonna say this because I use the word very loosely. And I lived in Alabama, right? It's crazy because I experienced more racism here in Florida than I did in Alabama. Because in Alabama, it's kind of, y'all stay on y'all side, we stay on our side. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And here, it's like, it's kind of like a secret thing. You feel me? Like, you never know. And when they get angry, it come out. The use of the word. I most definitely agree that the power was taken from the word because it's not the ER, it's the A, you feel me? The GA. And so I think that he's dead wrong. Versus like trying to get all into this. I'll just address Joe Rogan directly. I think he's dead wrong for using the word at all. You get what I'm saying? Unless you was, acting or playing a role. You get what I'm saying? Even a joke, like, bro, there's never a situation that you should have used that word. Growing up, my best friend was a white boy. You get what I'm saying?
Which one, Johnny?
We called him White Boy Johnny.
Shout out to Johnny, man.
Johnny went everywhere with me. We did everything together. And no matter what we listened to, you get what I'm saying? He could vibe out to anything. Johnny never, ever, never, 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 ever, never, never said the N-word. Like, ever. Nobody could ever accuse him of that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he had enough respect, you get what I'm saying, to say, look, you get what I'm saying, I'm not even going to say that word. I'm not going to try to break down who can and who can't, but I'm not even going to say it. And a lot of times, I think the word, nobody should say it because it's like who should and who shouldn't. But I use it because that's what I heard growing up. You get what I'm saying? I just heard it so much. You get what I'm saying? I heard it so much. Like, you steal that. You feel me? No matter what. Jay-Z got a song, steal that. You feel me?
Yeah.
But the song isn't still N-I-G-G-E-R. You get what I'm saying?
It's N-I-G-G-A.
And I think that's the problem. I never forget I went to Winter Park High School. We had to read Huckleberry Finn, right?
I didn't read any books in high school. I'll tell you that now.
And bro, so there's a part where they say, you know what I'm saying? They say the word.
I didn't read it for real.
I'm just saying. I'm telling you. There's a part where they say the word, and into I think To Kill a Mockingbird. Well, anyways, the word is coming up. The class, like, it gets so tense, and all the white people turn around when because you had to read out loud.
Yeah.
They turn around and they look at me. You get what I'm saying? Because the word was coming up, and then the girl reads it, and it's like, oh my goodness. You get what I'm saying? And everybody, then they turn around, real quick because they knew that no matter the context, that word shouldn't be said.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Then my biggest problem is if you're gonna chastise, a certain people, you gotta chastise everybody. Like I tell everybody, like, look at Fat Joe.
Mm-hmm.
He's not black, but he said more than anybody. Him and DJ Khaled, who's Middle freaking Eastern.
Right.
Just imagine, because I'm gonna say it anyways. Imagine going into a convenience store and the man behind the counter is Middle Eastern, and he says to you, "What up, nigga?" You know what I'm saying? You might throw you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
DJ Khaled, we the best. You feel me?
I cringe every time anybody that's not black says.
You get what I'm saying? So
Middle Eastern,
for
whatever.
Joe Rogan, you dead wrong.
See, I find it very fascinating. I mean, you take a guy like Fat Joe and you take Khaled. They're in a music industry. They are around a lot of black people. I presume they somehow feel entitled or licensed to say it. But I'm curious because both of your reactions are the same, and I don't disagree with you. Is nobody around them saying, "Yo,
bro,
chill with that"?
All right, so I'll say this. I have a lot of Hispanic friends, and one of my close friends is Hispanic from New York, Dominican, actually.
Yeah.
He used the word all the time. It's crazy because I don't feel no way about it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? DJ Khaled said, and I'm like, ain't nobody gonna check him.
Yeah. I mean, maybe the people closest to him, they feel like you
Like,
feel with your friend.
who put the black card in his wallet or in his pocket?
Because he looks like it, right? We know he's Middle Eastern, but
He don't look black.
he do.
You think so?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he has that shade, and he doesn't speak like a Middle Eastern. He doesn't have a Middle Eastern accent.
No, he doesn't. But
He doesn't have a Middle Eastern accent. He doesn't have a white accent. What is left? And he's around the culture, using all the culture vulture words, using all the
He
terms.
look black.
At that point, he can pass for black. I ain't gonna say he look black.
If the police
because there's so
pulled
many
us
different
over right
shades
now,
of us.
we were
He's
all
gonna
in the
say
car.
black. He gonna say black.
No, he not.
He gonna think black. We all getting shot.
I'm talking about all us.
We all getting maced.
It's gonna be. They're gonna say 2 black men. They're gonna call him Hispanic, and they're gonna call him a white man.
yeah.
Who? Oh, Hispanic. I'll go with that.
No,
I'll
no,
go with that.
No,
I'll go with that.
I disagree. To me,
I'll
he
go with that.
does not look black.
Yeah, I'll go Hispanic.
Like,
I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Okay. But he looks more black than white or Middle Eastern. He looks more black than Middle Eastern.
He looks more of a minority than he do white. I say that. He don't look
Damn it,
black
give
at
me
all.
something. God,
Listen,
I'm clamoring for something.
He's always one of the, like, honestly, like when I first saw him, he does not look black, he does not look white, and I'm kind of like, well, what is he? I didn't know Middle Eastern, I didn't know Hispanic, I mean, conceivably he could be biracial. I never, like when I first met him, I didn't know. That was like, it was curious. It was like-
The overall sentiment is that Hispanics have the free pass to say it.
and why
That's
is
the overall-
that? I'm
that's the overall
fascinated by that.
Well, a lot of them technically are black. Like Dominicans, they are. Like they don't claim it. They don't want to, I'm talking about like a generality here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Yeah.
talking about each specific person, but they are black. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is a lot of Hispanics.
Are there not? I mean, like I know in some like the Latin countries or whatever, there are, to me, there are black people, there are Hispanic looking people, and then there are whiter looking people.
Correct.
In their culture.
Correct.
Shades. You're talking about shades, but they're all the same. Like Dominicans come in all shades, but they're all the same. You understand? Their origins are the same.
Are they though?
Yes. There's like 1,000%. Just like
Wrong.
black people come in all shades, just like Dominicans. You got light skinned blacks, you got dark skinned blacks. Somewhere along the line, the fucking white slave owner fucked their grandmamas. Like there's somewhere along the lines. That's all that happened. But still, there's black lineage in Dominicans and in blacks. No matter what shades you come out. That's my point to that. But so that's the reason. I guess I don't know the answer to why Hispanics get the pass. That is my guess. Now, but I don't think, and this is coming from an uneducated place, I don't think they were a part of the slave trade, and I don't think they were drug over here and were a part of the originating NIGGER word.
Even if they were a part of slave trade, were they referred to by that word or not?
That's what I'm saying.
They might have not have.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
this:
Yeah.
society's dislike or the lack of empathy for black people. If Joe Rogan, they post a video of Joe Rogan saying a bunch of gay slurs, every one of his shows would have been canceled.
Oh, he's off the air.
But because he said a racial slur, he say sorry, and just like everything else with black people, it's a Band-Aid.
Yeah,
That's a
Spotify
problem.
already came out and said, he was like, I don't think the answer, his exact words was, I don't think the answer is muting Joe Rogan. I think
Because
we need to
he's
let
their
him-
cash cow, bro.
Yeah.
If he was to say you FAGGOT, if he was to say that, bro,
It's over.
and they posted,
Well,
Cash cow or
I
not.
agree. Well, I agree that the reaction will be much harsher, but he's still the cash cow.
Yeah.
no. And when it comes to that community can break his money. You know what I'm saying? Black people are not his target audience. They're not gonna do nothing to the economy of Spotify and Joe Rogan. But the LBBBBB, all them, they can, bruh.
Don't get us canceled now.
If they put him, if he was to say something, bro, he would have been canceled the same day. Everybody would have pulled out of this and pulled out of that.
Sponsorships.
Everybody.
You know what I mean?
Bro, look, they can sponsor rappers who say kill this person, kill this end, kill this end, kill this end. As soon as the baby said something about the rainbow people that they didn't like, everybody pulled away.
He had a hard time. And you know what's the craziest thing is that, and I know a guy, he's black and he's gay, but he reacts much harsher. Like he will react much harsher to if, like you say, Joe Rogan said a gay slur versus this black slur.
What is the root of that though? Like why?
If you're gay and black,
Yeah.
you associate more with. You feel like I get, and once again, coming from an uneducated spot, I think that they feel more targeted as a gay person living in America.
They feel that they're a bigger minority than what black people
There
are.
you go.
It's they feel like they're a bigger minority.
Like a
and also right
plus
now,
minority.
and they have a bigger
Bigger
voice.
minority.
They have a bigger voice, and right now they're offended by every. Like, listen, I'm not discriminating. I'm not being. This is the God honest truth. You take any top whoever, and they say anything about them people, that community. You get what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to be insensitive by saying them people, but that community. You get what I'm saying?
I'd rather say that than get the words wrong. To get the letters wrong.
If you say anything about that community, you feel me?
Yeah.
They coming at you, point blank, period. But the black community, you can say what you want, and we not gonna do nothing. You can let people like George Zimmerman off. You can let people like this off, and you can let people like that off. And they know the black community is not gonna do nothing about it.
Separated. And but shout out to them, to that community, because not only will they ride, they gonna ride till something happen.
Bruh.
They'll ride for years. Like they like they're not gonna stop riding after the first stop sign. Like they gonna keep riding through red lights, stop signs, periods, all that.
The reason being, right, is they know the value of their voice and they know the value of their dollar.
Mm-hmm.
They know if they all, that community, they know if they all got together and say, we're going to stop listening to Joe Rogan, guess what they going to do? They literally going to stop listening to Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
It's gonna be uniform.
Or stop buying here, or stop buying here. Man, it's going to happen.
The tightness and cohesiveness of the community, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
I mean,
Black people don't stick together.
is there a stat of how many people like in the country are gay, lesbian, or whatever?
I'm sure it
Is
is.
that?
Yeah, like I mean,
who identify as a yeah.
you could say like like black people are X percentage of the population, Hispanic people are X percentage. I mean, I've never seen the stat for that.
Oh, it's definitely a stat, bro. They even ask you that on some of your work applications. They ask it on dating apps. They ask it on social media. You get what I'm saying? Like it's crazy because they want to know and how they can market to you, how they can target you. You get what I'm saying? Even in some school stuff, they'll ask you like, why does that matter? You know what I'm saying? I personally feel it don't matter. Why? Listen, sexual preference, right? Sexual preference. Do you have sex in public?
Not often.
Really? So why does it matter what you do behind closed doors?
Yeah.
Why does that matter, bro?
Yeah.
It really doesn't. I mean, Bubba fucks goats and all that.
Wait a minute.
You said ghosts?